Hey, welcome here guys, and today's video is going to be about solo level in a Rise video game. I'm going to show you how I was able to beat Instance Dungeon Tier 9 Cursed Giant Eiberg, being in a red BP zone with a difference of about 120k. So yeah, first of all I'm going to show you a full battle, and after that we'll provide several explanations and tips for this battle. But before we're going to start, hit the like button and subscribe, because I'm going to provide more interesting content. Not going to take any more time, enjoy the battle. So now let's talk about several details of this battle. And first of all, we should start with the builds for my Sun Jinwoo and my Hunters. And let's start with weapons which I was using for Sun Jinwoo. First one, it's a Fire Orb, which is a great fire weapon in my opinion, SR weapon. It's A10, and to be honest, far from being really developed. I mean, it's average on my account. For the second weapon I was using Huntsman A1, and also far from being max developed. So I was using these weapons because they are perfectly suited for the Cursed Giant, and Fire Orb provides just a huge amount of damage. Enhancement provides some extra break effect, which is perfect in this battle because I'm using actually only one skill for the break. Now about skills. First one, it's Sonic Stream with the light element. In my opinion, really great skill, which provides a huge amount of damage. I really like it and enjoy it. I can suggest it for sure. The second skill, our lovely Almighty Break, with again light element, and in my opinion, it's used here the most. So yeah, as Cursed Giant Eiberg has weakness for fire and light elements, you see like this build is completely against him. Now let's talk about the blessing stones. Again, I'm using only one break skill because I was lucky at some point and I received Pulverize at legendary level. So the main point of this blessing stone that it increased break effect by 30% and also damage dealt to targets affected by the break effect by 30. The next one which I'm using is double-edged sword, which increases attack by 3% for 10 seconds, and also it have a stack effect. The other one which I was using as well, it's Bloodlust, increase attack by 7% and decrease defense of the target by 7%. The last one, but not the least, it's Weakness Detection. In my opinion, a really nice blessing stone because it increases damage dealt by 12% to enemies which have elemental weaknesses. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Sun Jin Woo build. Now let's talk about gear. First of all, I'm using 2-piece set of armed gear, 2-piece set of cursed gear, and 4 pieces of expert. Now about hunters which I was using. So first of all, it's Min, really nice buffer for the light team. He provides decent amount of different buffs for my Sun Jin Woo. I like to use him in many battles, to be honest. It's a perfect character, and especially for the Cursed Giant as well. So for him I was using 4 pieces Noble Sacrifice, 4 pieces Outstanding Connection. For my Hansimi, I was using her because she is really important in this battle, in my opinion. She, with her passive, provides just a huge amount of mana recovery that's really important, and I'm going to explain further why. For her gear, I'm using 8 pieces of Blessing, of Burning Blessing, yeah, and the last one is my Hunter, the best DPS of this game. For now, it's Amamiya Mirai. For her, I'm using 4 pieces Toughness set, 4 pieces Expert. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't really should be exactly the same build for you, but for me, this one works pretty much good, and I can really suggest it. And about shadows which I was using for this battle, first of all, it's Blade, because in my case, in my opinion, for Sun Jin Woo, it works the best, especially if he is located at the first position. The second one is Igris, because many will ask, why is it not Iron? Let's say Sun Jin Woo provide the debuff with his Shadow Step, which is exactly the same as for Iron, but they are not stacking. So it doesn't really make sense to use him in the battle when you have constant use of your Shadow Steps. And the last one, it's Serbi. He provides as well several debuffs, which is really useful against different bosses, and I'm using him pretty much in every battle. So for Shadows, that's it. Now it's time to discuss several details of the battle. And the first thing which I should start with is explanation about several aspects about this boss. So first of all, he spams quite a lot of different attacks, and yeah, you should follow your dashes because sometimes you're going to luck on them because he spams like from 3 to 4 attacks in a row, and if you're missing some of them, you may be lacking all the dashes for future. So the next important moment, it's his transformation from the first stage to the second stage, um, and it happens when his HP goes below 70%. He summons 2 sculptures, and a huge suggestion here, as you see, you should start with a sculpture which recovers his HP, so it's the red one. This moment you should be able to use your Hansemi as well. She is going to recover your MP. And why am I talking about MP? Because the second sculpture, the blue one, it actually absorbs your MP, reduces the amount of your MP, and in the later stage it's going to be crucial because you will lack in MP quite a lot. So here Hansemi helps just really massively. So here we're starting with the red one sculpture, and again, one small tip, you should be ready for this moment and prepare at least 2 skills to destroy it quite fast enough, because he's going to recover his HP really fast. It goes like from 70% to 100 again just in several moments. And at the end of the day, as you see, we have like 2 minutes, and this is going to be maybe not really enough to kill him like fully once again. After that, I'm going to the second one sculpture. Also, don't hesitate to use your hunters to provide buffs and debuffs. With the second one, I'm dealing quite fast enough because I have like 2 skills prepared, and after that I'm going exactly to the giant, and yeah, as fast as possible you should break him. Just use all your break skills, weapons, to finish this bar as fast as possible. Don't waste a lot of your other damage skills, because after you're going to do the break, it's going to be way easier. So as you see, only after I broke him, I'm using all other damage skills. Also, important tip, again, using your shadow steps as much as possible as they are ready. Use debuffs, use your ultimate skill after you are using your buffs and debuffs. And yeah, there is like a small episode when he goes to berserker mode, and there you actually should dodge his attacks. It's not that difficult, but I missed them. My bad. Sometimes happens. Because he's jumping like from here to there always, it's not an easy task to land all your attacks exactly on him. Sometimes it's a bit of trouble. So again, shadow steps always, buffs, debuffs, dodging his attacks as much as possible. His damage is quite huge, especially if you're in a red BP zone. So yeah, after all, it's not like a really difficult one boss. It's at some point not so easy, but acceptable. At the end, as you see, I stopped at about 3 seconds before the end of the timer. But that was enough. Maybe I could do a little bit better, especially if I was managing my like attacks more precise, avoiding his jumping and teleportations from one location to another location. We have what we have. After all, it was a successful run, and yeah, it's tier 9 Cursed Giant Eiberg. He's ready, and I believe you guys will be able to deal with him as well. There is no big deal, just a little bit of practice, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's really important because you're going to receive more accessories for your Sanjin Wu, for your hunters, level 75 and 70 without any blue ones, so this is really important. I hope this video was at some point helpful for you. If you liked it, again, hit the like button. And see you in the next one. Ciao.